Good evening, good evening, good evening. God bless to each and every one of y'all. I'm your host, Mike Sports Vibes, and we got a lot to talk about with not a lot of time to talk about it. And I'm gonna keep it real, man. As a Viking fan, um, the fan base is very split. All the like you got some fans that are just like extra critical, which they is you're entitled to your own opinion when it comes to the quarterback situation. And then you got some fans that are just like neutral. And then you got some fans that are just like, man, get that man as much time as he needs to develop. And I'm talking about JJ McCarthy, but I'll tell you one thing as a Viking fan, one thing that I'm excited about, like I'm ready, I'm excited for the rest of the season, right? But the one thing I am excited about being a Viking fan, this is the title of the video. This will be the most exciting offseason for the Vikings. The fan base is split on the quarterback and more. Now, when I say exciting offseason, I mean it in this way because it's a big mystery. It's a big question mark when it comes to the decisions that will be made. Um, when it comes to the quarterback situation, because these last four games, I meant it when I made that video. I said it's going to be the most important four games for the Minnesota Vikings in a very long time. And the one thing that I will say is if you the one thing that I would say is this could go a many different ways, but the ways I'm going to talk about when it comes to the offseason is this. If JJ McCarthy plays outstanding for these last four games, not saying he won't turn the ball over, not saying he going to throw it for 300 plus yards a game. I'm not even, listen, all I want to see is progression from him progressing when it comes to his play in general, right? And seeing the offense look like it's on to something. It doesn't look so stagnant. It doesn't look so, oh, well, 1 minute they could score a touchdown or two in the first half, and then in the second half they get shut all the way down. They can't do nothing. Just for example, I just feel like if he does progress in these last four games, it's going to be great momentum going into 2026. 2026 it's going to be a lot of questions answered. Is Kevin O'Connell going to be the guy? Maybe, and this is what I'm nervous about, right? Because yes, it's exciting, but at the same time, say Kevin O'Connell says, and I'm just saying this hypothetically speaking, what if he does say this? What if Kevin O'Connell says he doesn't want to develop a quarterback? What if he says he wants to go all in on a quarterback? I don't know who it's going to be. The most popular name is Joe Burrow. I don't believe that's going to happen, y'all. I mean, I know we talked about it. A lot of people are talking about Joe Burrow, but I don't think that's happening. But what if Kevin O'Connell says, I just don't want to develop a quarterback. And if you don't want to get the guy that I want, he wants out of Minnesota. So then you go to the other part. You're like, all right. So I feel like there's so many question marks because if he goes that route, then we have to find a new coach. It's going to be a lot of drama. It's going to be a fun off season, but it's going to be a lot of drama. If Kevin O'Connell makes the announcement and says, yo, I don't want to develop JJ McCarthy. I want my guy that I want. I want to go trade for, just hypothetically speaking, I want to trade for Mac Jones, or I want to trade for what's another quarterback? Justin Herbert. Joe Burrow, I don't think that's happening, y'all. But if it does happen, I'll be happy about that. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. But I don't think that's happening. But say he does request to be like, yo, let me go. I just want to go to another team. That could be an answer. That could happen. Or it can be that we have so much momentum and so much positivity and momentum going into 2026 that we know we got our franchise quarterback. I know it's only 4 games, but I'm telling y'all, these 4 games is going to say a lot. It's going to tell a lot. By the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button if you have. Oh, shout out to Holden in the building. Shout out to my guy Holden in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if when you come in the building, stay a little while. Make sure you get your popcorn ready because it's going to be a show. It's going to be a show for a few minutes. And I'm yapping and yapping and yapping about the Vikings because I'm excited for this offseason coming up. I'm excited for the rest of this season, but I'm really excited for this offseason because it's gonna be a lot of um a lot of things to talk about, man, because it depends on these last 4 games. These 4 games are so important because if JJ McCarthy doesn't look decent in these last 4 games, oh my goodness. I can only imagine how Viking fans are going to feel. You're going to have some Viking fans, and it's okay to have this opinion, saying give that man 3 more seasons. And then some Viking fans are going to say, well, what about the rest of the team? What about Justin Jefferson? What about everybody else? But then on the other side is JJ McCarthy could throw a whole bunch of dimes and touchdowns for the last 4 games, and Justin Jefferson is getting the ball, and we're winning. Or if we're not winning, he's still getting the ball, and we're looking decent. We're looking like an average offense at least. Right now we're ranked number 29th in the whole entire NFL. We're ranked number 29 in the whole NFL, bro. So if we're ranked number 29 in the whole NFL and we got debatably the best wide receiver in the game, we got a problem, bro. We got an issue. Some people be making it seem like wide receivers can be good with any quarterback. That is not true. I don't care how good of a wide receiver you are. I don't care if you're Calvin Johnson. I don't care if you're Larry Fitzgerald. I don't care if you're Jerry Rice. I don't care if you're Randy Moss, Terrell Owens. The list goes on. If you don't have a quarterback that can throw you the ball consistently, you're not going to look good because you need the quarterback to throw you the ball. That's the only way you're going to get receiving yards, right? So that's the issue we have right now. So we're going to see what happens, man. This offseason is going to be very entertaining, but I'm looking forward to it. Shout out to Gold Frame Bandit. What's good with you? He said free Jettas. No, we're not freeing. Listen, man. If Jettas request a trade, we got to let him go. But at the end of the day, I'm hoping that Jettas doesn't request a trade. I'm hoping that he wants to stay with the Vikings for the rest of his career. I'm hoping that J.J. McCarthy is our franchise quarterback. But I cannot front when I go through the comments, when I make a simple video. I made a video this morning about Kirk Cousins. Not that I want Kirk Cousins. I don't want Kirk Cousins to come back to the Minnesota Vikings. But I said, hypothetically speaking, say Kevin O'Connell makes and says at the press conference, the last game of the season, which game is that? The Packers, I believe. Say he says, yo, we need to get a veteran quarterback. J.J. McCarthy is not ready. Say he says something like that. What if he talks to Quasi and says, Quasi, go get me Kirk Cousins. It won't cost us too much, I don't think. I don't know when it comes to that. I know he's still getting paid. I know he's getting paid some big money still. So I don't know about the Kirk Cousins situation. And I still feel like we would go backwards with a Kirk Cousins, even though Kirk Cousins right now is a better quarterback than JJ McCarthy right now as we speak. I don't think that would be a good idea to go to Kirk Cousins and bring him back. Like I don't think it'll be a good idea. I understand that he will know the offense. I understand that he could throw the ball 40 times and still get a dub. But I just don't think it's a good idea. I think that I'd rather go in another direction. I'd rather go. I don't know what veterans will be available. I know some people are talking about Zach Wilson. I know people are talking about maybe the 49 Mac Jones. But like if you go for a Mac Jones, he's going to be the starter. You're not going for Mac Jones for him to just be in a competition with JJ McCarthy. You're going for Mac Jones to be the starting quarterback of the Vikings. I don't know about Mac Jones, y'all. They compare him to Sam Darnold. I don't know about him, bro. Like I'd rather just stick with the JJ McCarthy and see what happens. But I understand a lot of the fan base is not feeling JJ. I understand because when you look at the offense, bro, it hasn't been the best all season. When he plays, he's a rookie. Technically, he's not, but he's a rookie. 7th game of his career. I understand. But my goodness, like the best game was last game against the Commanders, and it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, and I'm just gonna keep it real. It's been a struggle. Shout out to he said I don't want him to leave Minnesota either. McCarthy is currently hurting his stock though. You ain't lying, and that's a fact, bro. You not saying nothing that's wrong right now, and I'm just being honest. And people be trying to say, well, be patient, and I understand. I am saying it as well, but how patient do you have to be? Because say we go into 2026 and he's not up to speed and Jettas is still not getting the ball. Then what do we say? Are we going to say just be patient for a whole nother year? Are we going to talk about 2027? How many years do you give a quarterback? That's my question. People say 3, 4, 5 years. How many years? Because I'm telling you this right now. I know our offensive line ain't the best, but we still got Justin Jefferson. We still got Jordan Addison. We supposedly got a good offensive minded head coach, which I don't agree. I think honestly, he's a solid coach. He's a decent coach. But like I said, I think it's not even JJ McCarthy. I think it's Kevin O'Connell with his play calling on why we are struggling this whole entire season. But yeah. What's going on, Griff? What's good with you? What's going on, Chris, for real? What's going on with everybody? What's going on with everybody? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate you rocking with your boy. Yeah, man. So my whole mindset right now as a Viking fan is to be optimistic and excited for these last 4 games. But at the same time, I will admit that this has been a very disappointing season when it comes to us doing something this year. You know what I mean? This has been a very underwhelming season. And even though I'm a very delusional Viking fan and I say we're gonna beat the brakes off of everybody, this for me hasn't been the funnest season to watch. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like being a Viking fan, I've been disappointed personally because I'm looking at this team and I'm just like, what is going on? Does our coach believe in our quarterback? Does our coach and our GM get along? Or who's making the decisions in the front office? Is it Kevin O'Connell? Is it Kwesi? Who's the one that's really making the decisions to draft these players? Oh, shout out to Liam. Thank you, man. Most underrated streamer out. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much for supporting me, bro. Shout out to you, bro. There's so many questions because some people are saying, oh, it's all on Kwesi. He's the one making all the draft picks. Are you sure about that? It's Kwesi's fault why we keep drafting bad players. Are you sure about that? Because when we do draft some solid players, they go to another team and they do well. So some of the draft picks are bad, though. I'm not going to say here and cat. But in letting go Mekhi Blackman, I thought that was not the best. Numerous decisions, but he did make some good decisions in free agency. Andrew Van Ginkel was a good pickup. Blake Cashman was a good pickup. Eric Wilson was a good pickup. Isaiah Rodgers was a solid pickup. Who else? What else moves? I'm not the biggest fan of Jonathan Allen. I'm not the biggest fan of Hargrave. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I thought that Dallas Turner was a good pick so far. I mean, people were coming at him earlier in the season and said he wasn't the guy. He wasn't worth that first round pick. He's looking decent to me. So there is some positives. People ain't talking about Dallas Turner as Kwesi's pick. That is Kwesi's pick. Kwesi picked Dallas Turner. He moved up in the draft and drafted Dallas Turner. Vikings have a first round draft pick, I think, 11. Any thoughts on who to go for? You know what? We're not really sure where they're going to pick. I hope it's better than 11. I hope, depending on these last 4 games, say we lose out. If we lose out, I'm hoping we have like a top 10 pick, bro. Like real talk. I hope we got a top 10 pick. Now, my biggest thing, I'm going to keep it real with you. It better not be no quarterback. Out of all the positions, this is what I will say. And I know Viking fans might not agree. Some Viking fans might not agree. They be like, yo, we got to draft the best quarterback. No, I don't want to draft the quarterback in the first round. Please. I don't care how bad. If JJ does bad in these last 4 games, bro, I don't care how bad he does. I don't want to draft another quarterback, bro, in the first round. Please don't let it be. But what I want, this is just my opinion. I want the best corner that you can get. If you don't get the best corner, give me the best safety that you can get. I don't care that it's a top 10 pick of safety. People be like, oh, don't draft a safety that high. I don't care, bro. Whoever the best safety is, because I know how throughout the NFL history, some of the best players in NFL history are safeties, right? Safeties do so much. Safeties can debatably do more than a corner, especially a free safety. The ones that can, like an Ed Reed. Like Ed Reed is a perfect example. What's what's his name? Troy Polamalu from the Steelers back in the day. Who was another great safety? Even Harrison Smith in his prime. Imagine we drafted another Harrison Smith. Like, give me either a corner, a safety. I would love to go running back. There's a running back that everybody, was it Jeremiah something? Everybody's talking about him. I don't think he's going to drop. I mean, if he does happen to drop to us, would I draft him? This is my issue for everybody. And shout out to Logan. This is my issue. If you draft them, will we even run the ball? See, that's the issue that we have here, y'all. Because we have, and I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm not trying to come at Kevin O'Connell, but I'm being real. If we was to draft, what's his name? Jeremiah, what's his name? What's his last name? I'll probably jack his name up. But if we was to draft him, right, would we run the ball? See, you go and draft a running back for a top 10 pick at the running back position, and then you don't run the ball, that is a wasted pick. So I'd rather go get me the best corner. When's the last time the Vikings had a shutdown corner? When's the last time we had an all-time great safety? That's Harrison Smith. Go get me another Harrison Smith. Go get me a shutdown corner. And then in the later rounds, I want me a center. I want me a running back. I want me another a tight end. That's another position that we gotta talk about. We ain't talking about tight ends enough. We gotta get us a tight end, bro. And I'm talking about it. Don't gotta be. It could be a later round. It could be like the 5th round. It could be the 4th round. Or do we have a 4th round pick? I think we got a 4th round pick. It could be a 4th round pick. It don't gotta be a 3rd, 2nd, or 1st round. But I want a dang on tight end. The only tight end that's putting in work right now for me that is Josh Oliver. Josh Oliver is a very good blocking tight end, but he can catch a little bit as well. And you seen that last game, he got 2 touchdowns by our guy JJ McCarthy. So there's so many routes we can go in the draft, bro. We really can go so many different ways. Shout out to my bull 6497 was good. And Logan, he said, if the Vikings win the rest of their games, can they make the playoffs? I think there's a small percentage chance that we can make the playoffs. But to be honest with you, I'm not even worrying about the playoffs right now. Like, I hope if we get in, I'll be happy. I'll be hyped. But I'm not even worrying about the playoffs. My mindset is right now is to see what JJ McCarthy can do. I know people are writing him off and saying that he's no good. And I understand why they're saying it. But at the same time, you got to be honest at the same time. Like, the man only played 7 games in his career. So it's like, you got to get more experience. You got to see more from him to see if the man can do it. But I will admit, when you have a Justin Jefferson, you should be able to get him the ball a lot more. And I know it's play calling most of the time, but my goodness, we got to figure a way to get Justin Jefferson the ball. But yeah, I don't know, bro. The draft is tricky, but I tell you one thing. In the first round, I'm going corner, safety. Unless they're trying to trade Brian O'Neill in the offseason, I would go, of course, tackle. Go tackle. But I don't know, man. That's a good question. But I don't want to go running back in the first round. I feel like if you go running back in the first round, you almost waste a pick, bro, because Kevin O'Connell doesn't like running the ball. This is the first one of the few games that I've seen him run the ball more than pass the ball. It doesn't happen often. So you're kind of wasting a pick if you draft a running back in the first round. What's going on, Howard, in the building? He said, right, I think there's other issues at play, and it's not the skill player. Yes, I think it's something going on between Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell. What I am very nervous about, y'all, is we found out later on that Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi do not get along. They do not mess with each other, and they're bumping heads on decisions when it comes to players that Kwesi drafts or just in general. Any little decision, they're bumping heads. I feel like this is what my gut feeling is, and I could be 100% wrong. I know they smile on camera. They act like they buddy. Bro, I don't think they're buddy like that, bro. I feel like there's something going on, and you can't have your head coach and your GM not on the same page. You're not going to be good if your GM and your head coach are not on the same page. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. We'll see. What about Peter Woods? Jonathan Allen is just, yes, I would love, yes. Let me look up his statistics. I gotta do more research on like the draft prospects. But I will tell you right now. Let me look it up. So like, there's so many different ways we can go about it. You know what I mean? And everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so nobody's wrong. You know what I mean? I just want to just put that out there. So when it comes to quarterbacks, let's just go to quarterbacks real quick. Dante Moore is the number one quarterback that they're saying that's according to Mel Kiper. And then Fernando Mendoza. We're not drafting a quarterback. We better not draft a quarterback, right? That's just my honest opinion. We better not draft a dango on cornerback. I would be so devastated. We don't need a wide receiver unless Justin Jefferson requests a trade. But they have Jordan Tyson from Arizona State and Carnell Tate from Ohio State as the best two wide receivers in the 2026 draft. Now, this is where I want to draft right here. Tight ends. Kenyon Sadiq, I think I said his name right, from Oregon, and Joy Royer from Cincinnati, and Jack Indries from Texas, Max Clare from Ohio State, and Ali Redden from Notre Dame, I mean. And then you got offensive tackles. I was just talking about that, but we probably should be fine with that. Guards, we should be fine with that. Centers. Okay, centers is a good one, though. Connor Liu from Auburn, Matt Golbin from Michigan State, Logan Jones from Iowa, and Jake Slaughter from Florida, and Trey Zune the third from Texas A&M. That's a good one. Where's my corners at? Defensive tackles. Okay, so you said Peter Woods from Clemson. That's a big name. He's number 2 according to Mel Kiper. He's number 2 from Clemson. We'll see. I would love to go defensive tackle. You're 100% right. Who said that comment? James Bryant. You're 100% right, bro. But the issue that I have, bro, is this. I don't know the contracts between Hargrave and Jonathan Allen. Can you let one of them go? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If we draft a Peter Woods from Clemson, say we draft a Caden McDonald from Ohio State, he's ranked number 1. Say we draft them. There's a card going on. Hold on. Will he have playing time? Because I'm not drafting a dude that's a top 10 pick or a top 20 pick and they're not playing. This ain't the quarterback position. I need a player that's going to start right away. So everybody listen, y'all, let me just say this real quick. Everybody that we draft in the 2026 draft, I'm talking about in the first round, especially the first round, better start. It better not be no process where we're developing. Of course, you could develop and have them play. Because listen, if you're telling me you drive a defensive tackle and he needs to develop so much and he can't play no downs. Hey, listen, we got an issue here. So, and I think Jonathan Allen, I'm not the biggest fan of Jonathan Allen. I'm going to be honest with you. I like Hargrave more than Jonathan Allen. If there was a way we can get Jonathan Allen off the books, I don't know the contract details, but yeah, I agree though. Defensive tackle is a good position to go about. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. There's a lot of stuff going on around the whole entire world, and this is just a channel I want people to feel comfortable and talk their talk in the comments. But let's go to another group. I'm going to get to the comments shortly because I want to get to corners. Oh, linebacker's a good one. Arvell Reese from Ohio State. And I'm going to do my research, y'all. I'm just naming some of the top ranks, but I don't go by Mel Kiper's top ranks all like that. I go by my top ranks. I go by what I see. I don't just go by what everybody else says. Even though they are experts, they got more like connections than I would ever have. I like to do my own research, but according to Mel Kiper's linebackers, number 1 is Arvell Reese from Ohio State and Sonny Styles from Ohio State. That'll be a nice little combination to get both of them in the Minnesota Viking uniform. And then number 3 is CJ Allen from Georgia. Number 4 is Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas. and Jake Golday from Cincinnati. Now, that's Kuiper, though. Now, let's go to. I'm only doing Kuiper right now. I'm not even doing the other guys that are big time when it comes to their opinion. All right, now, corners. This is where I want to talk about. This is the one I want to talk about, y'all. Jermod McCoy from Tennessee, number one, according to Mel Kiper. Number two is Mansour Delane from LSU. Number three is Kelly Jones, Mississippi State. And Avion Terrell from Clemson. And Brandon, what the heck, is Sice from South Carolina. Now, that's the cornerbacks. Where are my safeties at? All right, safeties right here. And I'm going to get to the comments shortly. According to Mel Kiper, the number one safety is Caleb Downs from Ohio State. And number two is Kyle Louise from Pittsburgh. Yes, I would love to get a safety in the first round. Safety, linebacker, defensive tackle, or corner. I'm down with all that. In the second round, I want the best center. Listen, I'm just going by because my mindset is like this. I like Ryan Kelly. When I think about the offensive line, right? I like Christian Darrisaw. I just need him to be healthy. I love Brian O'Neill. I just need him to be healthy. Will Fries is solid. He's solid, right? We already gave him the bag. And then Donovan Jackson, as a rookie, has been solid. The center position, when Ryan Kelly does play, is pretty good. The issue is he has a concussion issue. And I want to be proactive. Just in case he gets a concussion, I want to draft a dang on center in the second round or the third round. Give me a center. Let me read the comments. What about Jeremiah? Yeah, Jeremiah Love. Yes, Jeremiah Love. Patrick Peterson was old and good. Yeah. Michael Baylor. He is a very good tight end. And tight end Peter Woods and Chris Johnson corner and Michael Trick. Okay. I'm gonna have to look all them up, James. I'm gonna have to look them all up because I'm not gonna sit here and cap and act like I know because I don't know who. I gotta do my research. I got to do my research and look at some film and go by what my eyes tell me. Because my eyes told me, listen, I'm not making this up. I go by what Mel Kiper says. I get his opinion, and I look up the players that he has top ranked. And then I go beyond that. But when it came to the quarterbacks last year, my top quarterback was Caleb Williams. My second was Drake May. The reason why I wasn't caring about Caleb, and I like Jaden Daniels as well, but I wasn't caring about Jaden. I wasn't caring about Caleb, but I like the Caleb more than Jaden, though. I wasn't caring about them because I knew we wasn't moving all the way up. I didn't think we was going to. But rumor has it the Vikings were trying to move up to the third spot with the Patriots and trade up for Drake May. I was a Drake May. People was trying to tell me Drake May was garbage. Drake May wasn't going to be good. Some people were like, I'll watch all this film and he's not good. I'm like, all right, we're going to see. I mean, I don't know how y'all can honestly really know that. Like, nobody knows who's going to be good or not. Like, just because I say I didn't think he's going to be good doesn't mean he's going to be good. Just because you say he's going to be good or bad doesn't mean he's going to be good. I don't know how y'all can really determine just by watching the film that y'all watch. You can watch 100 hours of film and doesn't mean that you're going to know. If you knew, you'll be working for one of these teams right now. And if you knew, you would have knew that Drake May was a dog. Because I seen it. I seen a little bit of something. I was like, I don't know, but I like Drake, though. But, yeah, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. People wrote Love off for 2 years and still at it. Yeah, that's true. Love needs to prove it now. At this point, Love is yeah, man. Equals just another guy. Oh, wow. I like that. Just another guy. All right, Jag. I'm going to use that. Hey, I'm going to use that. I like the Packers backup. I like better. Yep. Malik is not better. Stop it. He's below average. Just saying. What's going on, Brad's opinion? Shout out to you. Shout out to Chris for real. Iowa linemen are solid. Okay. Chris Furrell's in the building. I do the same. I watch tape on most college and pick players who I think is good. Thank you, bro. We not no yes man. Like, we not just gonna go by what people say. Like, people just go by what everybody else says. No. If somebody says that a corner is gonna be the really good, I'm going to say, let me find out for myself. I'm not just going by what everybody says. Not saying that you don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not no yes man. I'm going to go by what I see, not by someone else. Oh, well, this person said he's bad. Or this person is saying to me, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Or Drake May, what did he say? He was like, the Bull said, he was like, because I gave an example of what I liked about Drake May. He was like, well, other college quarterbacks can do the same thing. I said, well, okay, we'll see. I said, but just because you're saying all this, he was talking about Spencer Rattler was going to be better than Drake May. He was saying all these quarterbacks better than Drake May. And I'm like, okay, we going to see. And I ain't trying to say I told you so, but I told that brother, listen, bro, I told you so. You feel me? Get your popcorn ready. And I be wrong too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I be wrong about a lot of stuff. I thought the Vikings were gonna make the playoffs this year. I'm wrong. Mel and some if these NFL gurus they get it wrong. Yeah, all the time. Facts, bro. You ain't lying. Skull, baby. Skull. You can get good defensive backs in the second round or later draft pick. I think Vikings need good tackle. You know what? This is the only issue. I would love to have a tackle. I gotta look and see what they're going to do about Jonathan Allen and Hargrave. Are they going to let one of them go to give some playing time? Because you still got Jalen Redmond. I want him to get more playing time. And depending on who our defensive coordinator is going to be, we might go to a 4-3 defense instead of a 3-4 defense. I don't know. I want to go back to a 4-3. Even though our defense is top 8 right now in the NFL, I want to go back to the 4-3 defense, bro. Skull. He said, Ingram said, your old cousin Kirk stats from last night, 373 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, and a 117 passing rating. Hey, listen, bro. I say this with all due respect, man. I don't got nothing against Kirk Cousins, man. I put out a video, hypothetically speaking. I said, I believe in J.J. McCarthy, and I think he could possibly be the franchise quarterback of the Vikings. But I said, yo, like, do you think if Kevin O'Connell says, yo, J.J. McCarthy ain't ready, we should probably go back to Kirk Cousins because he already knows the offense. He can throw the ball 40 times and win. He knows Justin Jefferson and how he runs his routes. He knows Jordan Addison and how he runs his routes. He knows the offense, bro. So I was just thinking like that, but I don't want to go backwards though. Like I don't want to go into the Kirk Cousins situation. Like I don't, bro. It took us so long to get out of that situation. Not saying that Kirk Cousins was a bad quarterback because that's not what I'm saying. But it seemed like everybody has to be perfect. The team has to be perfect for us to win. I want a quarterback that can be so good that can cover up the deficiencies on this team. Say our defense is not the best defense, but they're a solid defense. They're not a top 10 defense like we have this year, but they're a solid defense. Say they're middle in the pack. Say they number 16 or 15 or 14 ranked. I want a quarterback that's so good that can cover up those deficiencies. And Kirk Cousins wasn't that guy for me. I want a quarterback like a Josh Allen. I want the next Josh Allen. I want the next Joe Burrow. I want the next Patrick Mahomes. I want the next Lamar Jackson. Well, we're not going to get Lamar because Lamar, he's not Kevin O'Connell type quarterback. He wants a guy that really slings the ball. And as much as I love Lamar Jackson, I don't think he will work with Kevin O'Connell. So that's just not going to work. So we need quarterbacks like that really sling the ball. Like we want the next Matthew Stafford. We want the next, you get where I'm going with this, but that can cover up the deficiencies. Your team ain't never going to be perfect. So when things don't go well with Kirk Cousins, and you've seen it time and time again in the playoffs, or the one time in the playoffs, he did have one win, I believe. But in big games, he just falls apart. And even when the coach is not having a good game plan, I want that quarterback to be like, yo, I'm going to put the team on back, and we're going to win this dang on game. We're going to win this game. And we haven't had that. We haven't had that since when? Since Brett Favre, since Culpepper, since and look, people are going to say, well, Kirk Cousins has so many one game-winning drives. Man, I don't care about none of that. What counts to me is, can you get me a playoff win, bro? Give me more than that, bro. I'm sorry. I got high standards right now because I want to win a Super Bowl. I have high standards. 31-0 score. Let's go, baby. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, man. So my mindset right now is, I can't wait till this offseason. I'm not going to sit here and cap. I can't wait till this offseason. And I'm looking forward to seeing what JJ McCarthy can do these last 4 games. But this is going to be the most entertaining offseason, one of the most entertaining off seasons in Minnesota Viking history. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little bit nervous for the coaching staff. I'm a little bit nervous for the big decisions that are going to be made. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what Kevin O'Connell was going to think after these last 4 games. I can listen. It's going to be so. This is why I'm hoping JJ McCarthy does good, because if he doesn't do good, bro, they're not going to be paid. Listen, everybody says give him 3 to 4 years to develop. They're not giving him 3 to 4 years to develop, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, they're not doing it. So all the Viking fans that think we're going to wait 3 to 4 years for him to develop to become a all-time great quarterback, I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm not 100% sure, but the vibes that I'm getting from the fan base, the vibes that I'm getting from Kevin O'Connell and his press conferences, he don't even look happy. He don't even look happy doing his press conferences. He doesn't look like he's not having fun, bro. He's not having fun at all. Like, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So they'll probably give him 2026, depending on how he does these last 4 games. And if he doesn't show a lot more promise in 2026, I'm telling y'all, they're going to go all the way in on a quarterback. I'm telling you. Or they might do it this offseason. If JJ McCarthy doesn't play well in these last 4 games, this is how critical these 4 games are. Kirk looked good with no expectation. However, when Kirk has expectations, that's when he disappeared. Same with Jay Cutler back. Yes, Jay. And Jay had an arm too. They always break your heart. Facts. A lot of games. Yeah. Yeah. We got 4 games left. 4 games left. We got 4 games left. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. But we got the Cowboys this Sunday night, and I will be live for the game. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. And I agree with that comment, Grizzly. Like, you're 100% correct, bro. You're 100% correct. Like, my standards for this team is different from like everybody's different, but my mindset is so different, man. Like, my mindset is like, I'm thinking about the people that have been Viking fans for over 40 years, bro. I'm thinking about the Viking fans that have been fans of the team for 35 plus years, 40 years, 50. I'm just talking, I'm thinking about those fans. Like, bro, this team has never won a Super Bowl. And it's crazy. It's so crazy to think this, bro, because we have so many great teams throughout the history. And my mindset is not just regular season awards no more. Like, I'm done with all that. My mindset is winning in the playoffs, bro. Get me some wins in the playoffs, and we talk. And now you speak in my language. And Viking fans deserve that. We don't deserve just getting into the playoffs and losing in the first round. We deserve a lot better than that. And if you're a Viking fan, you should feel you don't have to feel exactly how I feel, but you should feel similar, though. Don't you? We all want to win a Super Bowl. And there's many ways to go get that Super Bowl. We don't got to do it exactly like the Packers do it. Everybody keeps using the Packers as an example. You got to sit a quarterback for 3 years or 2. Bro, that's the Packers. There's other teams that didn't do that and won Super Bowls. There's other teams that sat that quarterback 1 year and won the Super Bowl. There's other quarterbacks that just started playing right away and they just had a bad rookie season and then they just started doing good, like Drake May. There's and like Jaden Daniels and what else? And Bo Nix. They played right away and they're looking good. So I mean, there's so many ways you can go about it. Mike, do you want Vikings to win last few games or lose to improve draft order? You know what? I got mixed feelings. Because I don't want to ever say I'm cheering for my team to lose. You know what I mean? I don't think I can cheer for my own team to lose. But what I want to see is production from the offense. I want to see this offense look decent. I want to see JJ McCarthy look great. I want him to be great, not just good. I want him to show off. I want him to do what people didn't expect him to do. I want him to, like, one of these games, I want him to throw for 300 plus yards. One of these games, I want him to go off and throw for 4 touchdowns. I just want him to go off, bro, just to prove everybody wrong. I really am cheering for JJ McCarthy to shine. In these last 4 games, I want this young man to shine. I know people laughing at him about the alter ego. It's the dang on face expression. That face expression, you can't even lie, though. That face expression that he made was funny in the locker room. So people are using that as a meme. But at the end of the day, bro, it is what it is. We ain't worrying about that. We just want to see you progress and do the best you can do, man. And this is this is where you can show. Like, you're going against a bad defense. The Cowboys defense isn't all that. Their secondary is not that good. You should and will play decent/good against the Cowboys defense. I don't see the Cowboys. If I don't see at least 70 to 100 yards of receiving from Justin Jefferson, I would be disappointed. I got one of my wide receivers better have 100 yards receiving. Better, because this secondary for the Cowboys is not good. It's not good. Exactly. You want a quarterback that gives you hope, even if you don't have the exactly. And when I say that, people think I'm hating. I'm not hating on JJ. I'm one of the biggest. Listen, even though I'm a Drake May guy in that draft, ever since we drafted JJ, I've been on his side. I never once said the man sucked. Only thing I said was he needs to step his game up. I'm on his side because I want him to do good because he's our quarterback. I don't want to have to give up 3 first-round picks and a whole bunch of players to go get Joe Burrow. I mean, I would love to get Joe Burrow. Don't get it twisted. I don't want to have to do that. I want to develop our own guy and win a Super Bowl. Like, I want that to happen, but I really feel like we're to the point as like this organization ain't going to wait. They're not going to wait 3-4 years for him to develop. So he has to show more promise in these last 4 games. I'm talking about 200 passing yards in most of these games. These last 4 games, give me a 300 passing when it comes to passing yards. Give me another game that's 3 touchdowns. Give me some, like, listen, just play good, bro. Just play good. This Cowboys defense, again, I'm going to repeat myself. They're not that good in the secondary. When it comes to running the ball, Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark, I believe, you're not going to be able to run that. You're not going to be able to run it up the middle. So Kevin O'Connell, don't use that as an excuse. Well, I ran it up the middle and we couldn't get it. You're not going to be successful running it up the middle. You got to go on the outside, the left or the right. You can't run up the middle on the Cowboys defense. They improved their defensive tackle positions. And you're not going to be able to do it. So don't use that as an excuse. Well, since we couldn't run it up the middle, I'm going to air the ball out 50 times. You better not, Kevin O'Connell. If we lose this game, I'm putting it on Kevin O'Connell. I'm not putting it on J.J. McCarthy. But I know a lot of Viking fans are going to say J.J. McCarthy is not good. J.J. McCarthy sucks if he can't complete these passes. Bro, Kevin O'Connell's play calling hasn't been consistent all year, and we haven't ran the ball enough. That's my opinion. He said, gives you a shot to make anything happen once you are in the post. Yes, and anything can happen once you're in the post. In facts, bro. How long do you think it would take for McCarthy to truly develop? Do you think his injury issues so far will affect him in the long run? Things do. Oh, no problem, bro. Everybody's different. I know that's like not the most popular decision, but answer. But everybody's different. Everybody develops different. It depends on the coaching staff. It depends on the team around them. I think we have a decent enough team around them. We have a top 10 defense. We have a okay offensive line when they're healthy, but haven't been healthy all year. It depends, man. I want to say it should take 1 year to not be like an expert and be the best quarterback in the game. I'm not saying that, but to be a decent quarterback that knows how to read defenses and knows when to throw the ball away, when there's nobody open, knows how to just manage the game. Be a game manager right now. You don't got to be the most elite quarterback right now. You could be an Alex Smith. That's a good example. Be an Alex Smith. That's all I want him to be. But, yeah, man, I think at least 1 or 2 years to just be an average, decent. He already missed 1 year. So let's take the 1 year out. So yeah, no, we can't do that. So he missed his rookie season. This season he only played 7 games. So we got the rest of the season and next season. So that's like 3 seasons right there, bro. 3 seasons should be enough to figure out, like, all right, is he the guy or not? I don't think it should take 5 seasons to figure it out because what about the rest of the team? What about Justin Jefferson not getting the man had how many yards he had? Like 11 yards last game? Like, bro, this is terrible. Career lows, bro. Our offense is ranked number 29th, and it's not all on JJ McCarthy. So I don't want people thinking I'm just talking about JJ right now. I'm talking about in general. But he's part of the answer. He's part of the reason too, because he is the quarterback. So but it's like I said, it's mostly play calling. But I'd say about 2 to 3 years to figure out if this man can play or not. The only problem is he's behind the 8 ball a little bit because he missed his rookie season and he was hurt. Not even just because he was beat in OTAs by Sam Darnold. It wasn't even that, bro. It was more like he got hurt because that's a fact. And then after the fact, he comes back. He had a great fourth quarter against the Bears, right? First week 1. He didn't look good in the first 3 quarters. Let's keep it real. But in that fourth quarter, he scored 21 points. And we got the game-winning drive and we won. He had 2 throwing touch to my memory, if my memory is correct, against the Bears in week 1. He had a rushing touchdown. He had 2 throwing touchdowns. And he was outstanding. He was outstanding in that fourth quarter. And shout out to Mike. I'm gonna get to your comments shortly, bro. He was outstanding in that fourth quarter. But you got to be consistent throughout the game. You can't just wait till the fourth quarter. And that's not just on JJ McCarthy. That's on coaching. It's on coaching as well. So I say 2 to 3 years. People will be like, oh, that's not enough time, Mike. But when you have a team that's already our team is built to win now, not for another, what are we going to wait until JJ McCarthy is 27 years old? Like, how long are we waiting? Because some people be like, Mike, you're rushing the process. No, I'm not. I'm just telling you that they're not going to wait 7 years for this man to develop because they're trying to win now. That's the issue. They put all their eggs in one basket with a quarterback that's not ready necessarily, but he can get ready. And I have confidence that he can be that guy, but these last 4 games are critical for his development. He has to be solid in these last 4 games. Or the rumors that you're hearing about Joe Burrow, Mac Jones, Justin Herbert. I even heard someone say something about Zach Wilson, a whole bunch of quarterbacks. I'm like, gosh, look, y'all want anybody to play. He ain't that dang on bad. Like, y'all got to stop. Someone said Zach Wilson, bro. Y'all got to stop with that. Like, listen, we ain't going to do all that, man. I mean, come on, man. He ain't that bad. I don't even think he's bad. I think it's just more of just play calling. Tattoo, good question. It's hard to say when you see guys like Dart. Yeah, I know. Grizzly is everybody's different. That's the only thing I can really come with with my answer is everybody's different, bro. And some people take longer. And it depends on your organization. But I feel like our organization, the Vikings organization, is good. We have everything in front of them. The only thing we don't have is our offensive line was hurt. But other than that, you got the tight ends. I assumed, I guess not really. You got the wide receivers at least. Yes, so-called, you got the tackles when they're healthy. You supposedly got an offensive-minded head coach that's a genius, which I don't know about all that. I'm not hating, I'm just stating. But I'm just being honest with y'all, man. I'm just giving you my opinion. I'm not trying to hate on Kevin O'Connell, but he really made me feel like this man doesn't really want to coach and develop JJ McCarthy. He doesn't care. It seems like he doesn't care about his development, y'all. That's just my opinion outside looking in. I could be wrong. But by the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. There's a lot of evil going on around the whole entire world. And I'm just trying to bring people together. Don't matter if you're poor. Doesn't matter if you're rich. Doesn't matter if you're blue. Doesn't matter if you're red. Doesn't matter if you're yellow. Doesn't matter if you're green or whatever color you are. Whatever your religion is. It doesn't matter. I just want people to come together and just vibe, and good vibes over bad vibes on this channel. And it's okay to agree to disagree. You don't gotta call nobody out their name. Just keep it PG in the comments. And that's all I ask, man. That's all I ask for. And just have fun, man, on this channel. I don't want anybody to feel any type of way about somebody's opinion, even my opinion. I'm not right all the time. And I say that numerous times. People be like, oh, you think you know it all. No, I don't know it all. I'm wrong a lot of the time. But I still, I wouldn't be me if I didn't talk that talk and express how I feel. And I would love to hear your opinion so we can talk about it. Because maybe I am wrong and I would probably agree on what you're saying. So that's what I love about going live. All right, let me get to the comments. KLC equals can only coordinate. He said, hold on. Let me read this one comment. My bull Grizzly said, I'm not trying to skip nobody's comments. He said, Mike's word, like, thank you for giving with me. Yeah, bro. Shout out to my guy Mike in the building. He said a hashtag fire Kevin O'Connell. Oh my goodness. A lot of Viking fans love Kevin O'Connell. This is my only issue. If he can't develop JJ McCarthy, bro, like, who do you give up on? The quarterback or the coach? Like, I don't know, man. Like, my mindset is like, I don't know. I just feel like JJ McCarthy he wasn't treated fairly, in my opinion. I feel like they didn't put him in the best situation to be successful on that football field all season, except for week 14 when he said, I'm going to simplify the offense. Why does it take until week 14 when the season is pretty much over, Kevin O'Connell, to say, I'm going to simplify the offense for my quarterbacks? Am I the only one feeling like this? Like, I don't understand how anybody can be like, oh my gosh, he's such a great coach. He said he's going to simplify the offense. And then the other thing behind it is people are like, well, he sat a year. Why should he have to simplify the offense? I get it. I get both sides, but I'm more on the other side. Like, I feel like he should have been trying to simplify, because you don't get real experience until you get on that football field. I don't care how many years you sit. Everybody that keeps saying sit him like 2 to 3 years, didn't play him. Bro, he still got to play one day, and you could sit 3 to 4 years and still be bad. You could still suck. For all the Jordan Loves and all the Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favres and people that did sit for a year that became an all-time great, there's a lot of people that sat for years and they were terrible when they finally started to play. So all this talk like, oh, it's a guarantee if these dudes, they develop and they sit for a couple of years or 3 years, that's not a guarantee, people. Respectfully speaking, for everybody that says that that's the only way you can do it. No, it's not the only way a quarterback will be successful. Sometimes it's just talent. Sometimes it's the organization. Sometimes it's the head coach. Sometimes there's a lot of different other factors. Personal reasons. I don't know. But my bull said, nah, facts. 11 yards for Justin Jefferson is ridiculous. You can mess up someone's stats and career. Yes. Don't know now. D-Hop played so well with yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Like, you gotta have a quarterback that's going to throw you the ball. Like, listen, I'm happy that JJ McCarthy had a great game against the Commanders, but let's keep it real, bro. Like, I loved it for him, but I didn't like it for Justin Jefferson. I want to see the gritty in it. Am I wrong as a Viking fan that wants to see the best wide receiver in the game do the gritty in the end zone? When's the last time we saw Justin Jefferson do the gritty in the end zone? Can somebody tell me the last time he scored a touchdown? Can somebody tell me the last time he had 100 receiving yards this season? Can somebody tell me the last time? Because I don't know. I don't remember. And I watched every game this season. I've been to one game and watched every other game, bro. Every game. And I don't even remember the last time he even did the gritty. Like, and I'm being honest, maybe the first week, I don't know. I don't even know. If it wasn't for the last second kickoff coverage, Phil, against Chicago 3 weeks ago, we could be talking about JJ leading us into the playoffs. Yeah, that was but this is the issue though. The only thing I say to that, right? And I agree that special teams messed up. But what happened prior to that? Our offense was terrible. Everything prior to that was terrible. You can't put all your eggs in one basket on the fourth quarter to drive down the field. Everybody does have to do their job. I get it. Defense, special teams got to do their job. But at the same time, as an offense, that you have an offensive-minded head coach, you should be way better than scoring just 17 points in a game against the Bears. What was it, 17-16, or what was it, 19-17? I forgot what the final score was, but I know we lost by a field goal. And it's just like so many things happened prior to that, and that's the reason why we lost the game. Yes, I thought we was gonna win. That kickoff was brutal, but I don't even blame the special teams as much as a lot of other people, because I just feel like what happened prior to that kickoff, what happened during the first 3 quarters, like real talk, what happened during the first 3 quarters why we couldn't score. That's my issue I have. Because we wouldn't even be worrying about a field goal, a game winning field goal, if we was to score more than what, how many points we had? Like 17 points. If we was to score 23 points or 24 points in a game, we wouldn't even care. The problem is we can't score touchdowns. I mean, we score field goals, but touchdowns, we haven't been the best. Like I said, we're ranked number 29 in total offense according to Fox Sports. Number 29. Do you know how bad that is? To have an offensive-minded head coach, and we're ranked number 29. Even with a rookie quarterback, we should be better than that. We should be at least, give me middle, bro. I just want to be average. I don't want to be below average. How many teams is in the NFL right now? There's 32 teams, right? We're number 29th, bro, in total offense. That is absolutely brutal. That is absolutely horrible. So, yes, I get it. The special teams allowed that kickoff. I get it. They got in good field position. All they had to do was get probably like 1 first down, and they was in field goal range. I get it. But at the same time, what happened during the rest of the quarters? Why couldn't we score more touchdowns? Why couldn't we get more field goals? Why did it have to come down to that? That's just my opinion, man. I just want better. I just want better for this team. I have a still, yeah. Sir is on to down. Hey, listen, we gonna beat the brakes off Dallas. Respectfully speaking, everybody that's in the building, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. God bless to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the love. Y'all don't understand how much this means to me that y'all be on the chat and talking to me. I told y'all, if you don't know, I'm a big introvert. I tend to do a lot of things by myself. Either I'm talking to God, I'm either talking to my wife and my kids, but I don't really talk to nobody. So when I get on these live streams, this is my way of interacting with other human beings, I guess. So thank you so much. Y'all helping me out. Y'all helping me out. If I'm helping you out, hopefully I'm helping y'all out. You know what I mean? Because y'all definitely helping me out. Just being on this live stream and just talking to me. So shout out to y'all, and I appreciate all the support for everybody that's supporting me. Thank you so much. All right, so he said, "Hey yo, Marty, what's good, bro? I can't prove it. Jets don't develop quarterbacks. Look what happened to Sam Darnold and where he's at now. I would give Zach another shot, but it's risky." Man, they talking about Zach, bro. Listen, bro. I promise you, if we literally get Zach, and that is the best we can do as a backup quarterback to J.J. McCarthy in this offseason, especially if J.J. McCarthy doesn't look good in these last 4 games, I could guarantee you, if we don't start off good, I know for a fact, because I've been to week 2. I've been to week 2 against the Falcons. Viking fans don't play. They will boo the team off the dang on field. I'm telling y'all what I know. I was there in person. I was not expecting the Viking fans to be like that. I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm Philly, everything besides football because of the great Randy Moss. So I'm a Sixer fan, a Phillies fan, a Flyers fan. And I expect Philly fans to do that. I expect Eagle fans to do that. I didn't expect Minnesota Viking fans to do that. Like, I was like surprised. They was walking out the stadium. They was booing the crap out of the Vikings in week 2 against the Falcons. I'm not even over exaggerating. I'm not making this up. I went to the game with numerous people that I met down in Minneapolis, and I'm not making this up, y'all. They were booing them. They was leaving the dang on arena early. It was brutal. That was how bad the offense was in week 2 against the Falcons, bro. Like, Viking fans don't play. Like, they're not no softies. They are not no softies. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you, Tattoo. Appreciate you, bro. Skull, let's get it. Bro actually went out there and said, when I get for real, I can't. I think Wilson was drafted round 2. He would have been fine, but he had one good year in college, and Jets were, yeah, man. Every quarterback that goes to the Jets, respectfully, the Jets, like, I don't know what they do to their quarterbacks, bro. Like, they like never successful, bro. I say that respectfully. I ain't trying to come at the Jets fans. I seen this one video of this young man. It was this short. It probably got like 1 million+ views. And this young man was like, it was after a Jets loss. He was like crying pretty much almost. He's like, man, I hate this team. He said, what'd he say? I was born into this. I don't want to be a Jets fan. I was born into this. I said, I started dying. Yo, that was so funny. He was like, I was born into this. I don't want to be a Jets fan. I was born into this. I felt him, man. I was like, man, like, that sucks, man. That really sucks. We got this. I hope we do got this. We will win this game against the Cowboys. We will. Kirk, I just want to see my boy JJ do the gritty in the end zone, though. Kirk Cousins got a win yesterday. Happy for him. Yeah, Kirk Cousins was balling yesterday. What if he's not developable? I like how you broke that up. Nah, we don't ride with Kirk no more. Hey, listen, Marty said, hey, listen, if he's not developable, bro, we in a bad situation. Hey, listen, that's why, what's the title of this video? Hold on. I'm going to get the title of the video real quick. Everybody in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I say it real fast like that because I'm trying to get it all over with. All right, so the title of the video is, this will be the most exciting offseason for the Vikings. The fan base is split on the quarterback and more. So you ain't lying, bro. If he's not developable, we are screwed. I don't want to say we're screwed, because we didn't give up numerous first-round picks to move up. But if he can't be developed, man, that's gonna hurt. Because I really want the man to do good. I hope he can figure this out. I really hope he can do good in these last 4 games. I really am cheering for the young man. But listen, the injuries, he can't get injured. No, he can't get injured for the rest of the season. He got to finish this year off. Because I'm not trying to listen, I promise you, I'm not trying to compare him to any other quarterback. But somebody left a comment. I don't know who it was. Somebody said, what about Jackson Dart? How come in other words, Jackson Dart looks good. And this is his rookie season. Someone else said Shadir Sanders. He said Shadir Sanders looks good, and it's only his 3rd game, and he just started getting first-team reps. It's a little bit tricky right now. That's all I'm going to say. I just hope the best for the young man. Marty, my opinion, the best backup option, Mac Jones. Yeah, Mac Jones. But the problem, Grizzly, if you get Mac Jones, he's not coming to be a backup, bro. He's coming to be a starter. You listen, Mac Jones ain't going to be a backup. I'm not coming at JJ McCarthy. You think Mac Jones is going to say, I'm backing up JJ McCarthy? Come on now. Like, I'm coming here to back up him. And listen, JJ McCarthy is going to be on a short leash. I don't think you want Mac Jones to be the backup, because as soon as JJ McCarthy has one bad game, I'm talking about one bad game, I know this, y'all. Viking fans ain't tolerating it. Most Viking fans, I'm telling y'all, it's split. You got some that want JJ McCarthy to be on the team until he can develop like 5 years from now. And some people are like, yo, I'm done watching the man. And some people are like, yo, if Mac Jones comes to the team, listen, and they say he's a backup, and JJ McCarthy has one slip up in a game, oh my goodness. The crowd's going to say, Mac Jones, who? 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 Mac Jones, oh, Mac Jones, hey, Get your popcorn ready, Mac Jones. Hey, listen, get your popcorn ready, Mac Jones. Mac, y'all know that song? I'm Mike Jones. That act like you don't know my name. You know the vibes over here, man. All right, so he said, I said, if McCarthy does well the remainder of the year, KLC proved he can't coach, only quarterback. For real. I agree with Mac Jones. If they want competition and a viable backup, they need to get him. Bro, Mac Jones ain't coming to be a backup, y'all. Y'all got it twisted, bro. Hey, Mike, everybody that said that if you think Mac Jones is coming to the Vikings to be a backup, I'm telling y'all, he ain't coming to be a backup. And I'm telling you right now, if J.J. McCarthy has one bad game, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm trying to tell y'all. They're going to say, oh, he hurt. They're going to be like, oh, he hurt. He really ain't hurt. They're going to say he hurt, but he really ain't hurt. I'm telling y'all, we hate Packers, but Packers develop quarterbacks better than Vikings. Oh, yeah. But the thing about the Packers, though, Aiden, is they have it started with the all-time great Brett Favre, bro. Like, if they didn't have Brett Favre, they wouldn't have the time to develop a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. They were proactive because they had Brett Favre, but they still drafted Aaron Rodgers in the first round. I think how many seasons before they let Brett Favre go? We don't have that option because we don't have a quarterback that's great on this roster. Not yet, at least. See, the Packers have that quarterback. So it's a little bit different. Like, that's why I don't like to compare us to the Packers, because the Packers got lucky with the whole Brett Favre thing, bro. We never had a Brett Favre. And I say that respectfully. I'm talking about since I've been a fan. We ain't have it. Oh, get your popcorn ready. We ain't never had a Brett Favre. So, well, we actually did. We had Brett Favre. So you get where I'm going. Listen, we don't got the time to develop for 3-4 years because we don't got a Brett Favre. We don't got an Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying. If McCarthy can ball out, if that's perfect, gets picks for him and build a team. Yup. I get you. Though, Mike. I get you. 5 weeks ago, yeah. You are not wrong. Nothing wrong. Want to see best wide receiver play well. You want the W, but yeah. Went with the best play. Yeah. Eagles going through it now with AJ. Yeah, bro. I want to see Justin Jefferson look good in one of these games. I haven't seen a 100-yard game all season long, and maybe I am wrong, but I haven't seen it. And at this point right now, how do we go from no comments? I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not going to say it. Because y'all going to be like, oh, you hating on J.J. McCarthy. I'm not hating on him. I'm not hating on Carson Wentz. I'm not hating on Max Brosmer. I dislike Kevin O'Connell's play calling, and that is the biggest reason why we're failing this year. Because this man had the nerve to say, I'm going to simplify the offense in week 14. He said, a light bulb popped in his head. By the way, crazy, I have an idea. I'm going to simplify the offense right now for our quarterback so they can not overthink and they can just be the best they can be. I wonder why it took you so long. I wonder why, Kevin O'Connell, why did it take so long? Now, if he looks good for the rest of the season, I'm happy. But at the same time, you don't make adjustments quick enough, brother. And I say that respectfully. I say that with all love. But at the end of the day, you don't make adjustments quick enough to wait until week 14 to say, I'm going to simplify the offense. And now he looks miserable at the press conference. He don't even look happy, y'all. He don't even look happy at press conference. He's like, man, I had to simplify my offense for this quarterback. I don't even really want this quarterback no more. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like he don't even want J.J. McCarthy. I'm just going from outside looking in. That's just my opinion. It don't look like he's happy. It looks like he's like, man, I'm forced to have this quarterback. That's what it looks like to me, y'all. That's why I said this all season is going to be very exciting, but it's going to be crazy at the same time. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. It's number one play to lose the wins. Yeah, that's exactly, bro. Ray Lewis mentality, and I agree with it. Yeah, bro. It's the total. Yeah, right. Yo, Vibes, what's going on, GB? You're going to be 32 if Titans and Browns keep playing, and they do. Yeah. Joe Burrow this season. Hey, listen, everybody's talking about Joe Burrow. Listen, would I want Joe Burrow? I'm going to be honest with you. Heck yes. And I didn't stutter when I said that. Heck yes. But at the same time, I'm rocking with JJ McCarthy for right now. For these 4 games, if he progresses, your boy Mike Sports Vibes got his back. But if he regresses, we got to go to the mountaintop and take a chance with an injury-prone superstar quarterback. I want either Joe Burrow or I want Justin Herbert. Or, no, those are the only 2. Because I know they can sling the ball. Because I know that's the type of quarterback that Kevin O'Connell should have drafted, which was Drake May, but they didn't draft him because they couldn't draft him. But they should have moved. They should have went up to like the 2nd pick and be like, yo, I'll give up 3 first-round picks to move up to the 2nd spot. I don't care. I'm moving up. That's what they should have done, and they would have got their quarterback. Forget the Patriots. The Patriots wasn't moving out that spot. They should have went to the Commanders and said, Commanders, do you want to give up your 2nd overall pick? And I'm not saying that they didn't do this, but we give up 3 first-round picks. All we need is a 2nd-round pick back, bro. Just give me a 3rd and a 4th back. Give me something back. And they probably would have did it, bro. 3 first-round picks would have probably got it done. No, 3, probably 4. I don't know how many would have took, but my goodness, bro. You got to get a quarterback that slings the ball. And then people tell me, well, why would they draft J.J. McCarthy with the 10th overall pick when he wasn't throwing the ball 30 times a game? The man was throwing the ball like 15 times a game most of the time. I don't know that question, y'all. I don't know. But I know what makes him good. I know what makes this man play really well. Run the freaking ball and play off of that run game, which they haven't done all season. That's why I say it's the play calling. I don't know. If you're in Wisconsin, I got you. Oh, hey, listen. I'm not in Wisconsin, though. I'm in Pennsylvania. Shout out to you, though. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. And shout out to everybody that's rocking with your boy right now. Appreciate y'all. All right, so we're going to get to the comments. I'm going to be getting off in a little bit, but I want to read some of these last comments before I get off. The Jets are like Vikings when it comes to developing and finding a quarterback. You ain't lying. Oh, I see that. Do you think the Vikings will do good against the Dallas Cowboys? I really see in the games that J.J. McCarthy is really good against bad defense. Yes, Angel, you're so on to something, bro. Like I said it against the Commanders, and I'm gonna say it against the Cowboys. Like the Cowboys they're not as bad as the Commanders defense, but they're bad. So this is a defense he should be able to do something against. So it's like listen, I want to see the man do good, and this is the perfect opportunity for him to do good. So if you can listen, you talking about the number 29th ranked defense in the whole entire NFL. There's 32 teams. They're number 29th, bro. They don't have no secondary, in my opinion. They got a corner, you got a couple of players in the secondary, but it's not all that, right? And then they defensive line, they do got Quentin Williams, they got Clark, but just don't run up the middle, run on the sides. You got to figure a way and make sure CJ Ham is in the game to help you run the game, to help you run the ball. But I feel like J.J. McCarthy will have a good game, and I'm cheering for him. I think he will. Now, will he? That's another story. But I feel like he should be able to have a good game. And look, I'm not comparing him to Patrick Mahomes. So don't make it seem I'm comparing him. But when they went against the Cowboys and the Chiefs lost that game, bruh, them wide receivers was wide open. They was just dropping passes. Patrick Mahomes was throwing dimes, bro. Hit them right in the hands, and they just drop it. I said, dang, imagine if Patrick Mahomes had a great wide receiver, what he would do to teams, because these dudes can't catch. I'm talking about, what's the bull? Hollywood, whatever his name is, and the other bull, some other bull that They just dropped in wide open passes, bro. And it wasn't because of the Cowboys defense. They just dropped it. It literally hit them in the hands and they dropped the ball. I said, oh my goodness. Now, I feel like JJ McCarthy can make those passes to our wide receivers that are wide open because the secondary is not good, bro. We should be able to cook them. Yeah, we'll win. I think we'll win 30-17. 30-17. Skull, hey man, they playing the Broncos need luck. Hey, listen, bro. Any given Sunday, but I will admit the Broncos is a tough team, but anybody can be had, especially at the end of the season, bro. I think the teams that got good records are just trying to get through the season healthy. And they just trying to get, like, some of them are going for, like, standings, of course. But some of them are just like, I just want to get to the playoffs healthy. Because that's the biggest, that's when you really got to be healthy, man. Like, for instance, right? The Lions were the best team in the NFC all last year. But they were banged up. Their defense was all the way hurt. Aiden Hutchinson was hurt. McNeil was hurt. Their whole secondary was hurt. Everybody was hurt. So when they got into the playoffs, they had the first round bye, but it didn't matter because their defense was not, they weren't good because they were hurt. So you want to have a good seed, but at the same time, you want to be healthier. I would take the health over a good seed. Because if you're not healthy with a great seed, you're going to get knocked out anyway. Because a team that's healthier, that's a lower seed, is going to end up beating you. Because it's not because they're really a better team. It's because you're so banged up. And their defense was absolute. Like, I don't know how many players were banged up last year, bro, but they were hurt. They were really hurt. The Lions, if they were healthy, they had the potential to get to the Super Bowl last year. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Health is important. Health is important. Jackson Shadir, quarterback, and the quarterbacks look good except McCarthy. Oh, don't do that. Hey, Mike, don't do that to my quarterback, bro. He said Jackson Shadir, quarterback in New Orleans. All the quarterbacks look good except McCarthy. Honestly, dang, bro. He said, Aiden said Dallas D-line, Q Williams, Kenny Clark, going to be tough to block. Man, we ain't worried about none of that, Aiden. I ain't worried about none of that, bro. We gonna be good, bro. Hey, listen, I ain't giving the Cowboys no credit on their defensive line. That's the only thing that listen, bro. We gonna block for JJ. JJ gonna have a good game. Listen, I already know they got some dogs, but we gonna win this game. I ain't scared of the Cowboys, bro. I ain't scared of their defense, bro. I just need JJ McCarthy, and I need the play calling to be on point. If the play calling is on point, we have a chance to do some great things. That's just my opinion. Vikings have to hope Clowney doesn't. Man, we ain't worried about none of that. When he does, you can't stop the others. Yeah, we'll see. Daniel, what's going on? Happy Friday, bro. He wasn't there for the Lions game, and look how bad it looks without him. Y'all be ready for Cowboys. Yeah, we're going to be ready for the Cowboys. We're going to beat the brace off the Cowboys. I say that respectfully. Don't get in y'all feelings. We're going to beat the brace off for y'all. I said it once. I'm going to say it again. We're going to beat the brace off of the Cowboys, man. All that yapping for all you Cowboy fans, keep that same energy because I will be live Sunday night. And when we go against y'all, get y'all popcorn ready, man. Get your lemon pepper wings ready. Get it all ready, man. Because best believe the Vikings is going to Jerry World to beat the brakes off of y'all. And Stephen A. Smith will show up after the game and say, what can go wrong will go wrong. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. Howdy. See you tomorrow on ESPN First Take tomorrow morning. Stephen A. Smith, man. He said you had a quarterback to do it with. You just packed the game plans to do it. They game plan for years in advance. Vikings go off of cuff and hope for the best. Yeah, you ain't lying. 100% chance of the playoffs. What are you focusing on currently? I'm focusing on developing of our quarterback and finding a way to get the ball to Justin Jefferson. Because if you don't find Justin Jefferson, he will request a trade eventually. I want chemistry between my quarterback and the best wide receiver in the game, number 18, Jettas. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go. Beat those Vikings. Come on, man. Call Russell Wilson. Nah, we ain't calling Russell Wilson, bro. We ain't calling Russell Wilson, bro. Week 13 loss. Kevin in the offense. You know that. But I don't think the kids grasp the offense yet. Better simplify. Right, Mike? Right? That's how I feel. Would you rather have Mac Jones to at least or coming back up or Max who can't play? No. I would love Mac Jones, but I don't think he's gonna be the backup. And if he is the backup, I just don't feel like it's gonna last because I feel like the leash is gonna be very short. They're not going to give JJ McCarthy enough time to figure things out in the regular season because once he has a bad game or two, Mac Jones is right behind him, and you know he can actually play decently. Hey, listen, I don't know, man. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Maybe Mendoza is your answer. Nah, we're not drafting no quarterback in the first round. Nope. Moving on up to the east side. I finally got a piece of the good pie. I see you on here often. Love your pet. Oh man, thank you, Ben. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Bandit JV. Shout out to you. Mike, great conversation. Everyone, be safe. All right, bro. Be safe, man. God bless. Oh, my popcorn fell down. Everyone, be safe. Be easy. I'm about to get off myself and very, very soon. But I want to say God bless everybody. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Let me just read a couple more comments. Addison, as a Vikings fan, is there a quarterback you would trade Jettis for straight up? There's a few, but we're not going to get those quarterbacks. I would love to get a Joe Burrow. I would love to get I would love Justin Herbert. I would love Josh Allen. You ain't getting none of those quarterbacks. I don't think we might have a chance for Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow. We'll see. But I don't even really want to trade. I want the best wide receiver to experience a quarterback like Joe Burrow. Like, I think that would be amazing. Him throwing touchdown passes to Justin Jefferson. Y'all don't understand. Like, this wide receiver is one of the all-time great wide receivers, and he's not getting a chance right now. That's the problem we have. That's the problem we have. I want to see him because it's going to give us a great chance to win a Super Bowl if we get someone, and it might be JJ McCarthy, actually, but we just need some consistency. And I'm not saying it's so many other factors. Offensive line, I understand so many factors, but I'm just saying. Rice drops everything. Rashad Rice drops everything. Don't be a hater, bro. You're going to see McCarthy on No, bro. I want you to say this, man. I know you a Cowboys fan, and it's nothing but love here, brother. Ain't no hate. It's all love at the end of the day. But what I will say, keep that same energy. Make sure you hit the like button, my brother. Hit the subscribe button. Don't be mad at me when y'all lose. When y'all lose, don't be like, I'm going to unsubscribe. And you can do that if you want. But I'm going to unsubscribe to Mike Sports Vibes because my team lost. And he said that the Vikings were going to beat the brakes off my Cowboys. Don't be mad at me. I try to warn you. I try to give you the heads up. You know what I'm saying? I try to give you the heads up. You ain't want to listen to me. I try to tell you what was going to happen to your Cowboys. Stephen A. Smith trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all because what can go wrong? You know the vibes. Lemon pepper fish is the best. Oh, I love lemon pepper fish. As long as coaching, anyone has a chance against that defense. We going to definitely see. Yo, why are your mods deleting my messages? They deleted. Oh, I didn't see them delete your message. I'm not really sure what did you say. I don't know what you said. I haven't been seeing deleted messages, but I apologize if you didn't say anything crazy. If you said something crazy, then I have no control over that part. But Fallout, I do like seeing your comments. I haven't seen your comments though, bro. I haven't seen your comments. What did you say that was deleted? Because I didn't see your comments. He said, game over. Mac Jones to the Vikings. Fire. We going to see. Chiefs got nobody but Travis Kelce. Hey, Travis Kelce was dropping passes, bro. Everybody was dropping passes, bro. Everybody. Go Bears. Go better. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. Okay, I like that. I read there's a chance Daniel Jones could return. Yeah, they saying that because he tore his Achilles, man. I don't know if I want him, bro. Like, real talk. I want a healthy quarterback going into the next season, bro. I don't know about that, bro. Yeah, I don't see what's deleted, Fallout. DFJ, what's good? Yeah, I know. I got to go live for the Sixers. Anybody interested in basketball, I'm going to put the link in the comments. I'm about to be live on my other channel. So if you're interested, make sure you go make sure you subscribe to this channel. But I got another channel called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I will be live in very soon. And thank you for reminding me, to DFJ. Boy, reminding me, man. I just totally lose track of time sometimes when I be vibing. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is my other channel. If y'all into basketball, make sure you go subscribe to this channel. I'm going to spam it real quick. I'm about to get off in a few minutes. This is my other channel. But do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe button on this channel. My dang on notification just popped up too. So I got to get off this live stream soon. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds. Go to the bowl hopefully next year. We're going to win it this year. It's like, nah, we're going to probably win it next year. Not this year. Not this year, but we probably going to win it next year. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. And Holden, what my boy Holden said, Hunter says, scroll to the bowl. Yep. All right. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. I truly, truly appreciate y'all. Again, thank you again. I'm about to get off. Have a wonderful day. And as always, God bless and be easy. Peace.